Hi guys, I've got a quick update for you on these shoes. These are the Decathlon Run One or Run 100s. Let me show them to you nicely. So these are basically the cheapest running shoes that Decathlon sells. I did a review just about 3 years ago on these shoes. I'll link it below so you can have a look at that review if you haven't seen it. But I've had a few questions, and also it's 3 years later. What's my opinion on these? So basically, I still run with them. This is, I think, now my fourth pair of these, and I've also got some Decathlon run cushions that I've run ultra marathons in. 90-kilometer ultra marathon is one of the races I did in these, and I just love them. I've also had quite a few different sets of these over the years now, and like I said, my previous review, the advantages of these are many. They're super light, they last a long time. I haven't had a pair last me less than 1,000 kilometers so far, and for like 5-kilometer races, 10-kilometer races and training runs, they're just super comfortable and very light. They might not be the best looking running shoes that I've ever had, but I do enjoy them a lot, and for the price there's just nothing that can beat them. The other nice thing is I can have a little bit more expensive pair of running shoes that I use for races and for training as well, for longer distance runs, and then I alternate it with these cheap ones, and the shoes can have time for this EVA sole to expand in between runs. So I'm not running with the same pair of shoes every single day, so that gives the pair that's resting that day time to expand again and have more shock absorption when I do run with them again. So that's the one recommendation I've got. Don't run with the same shoes high mileage day in and day out. Their soles start to compress, and if you don't give them a day or two to rest, you will lose the shock absorption in the sole. In short, what's the sole made of was one of the questions I had. It's EVA. It's the same as pretty much all running shoes. It's either the midsole, this white part in some running shoes where they put another rubber sole on the bottom, or it's the only sole in a lot of running shoes these days. It's just EVA, and it does the shock absorption for you. There's nothing else in this sole. There's nothing built into the heel to do motion control. So if you do have motion control or stability issues when heel striking, you might want to look at something else. But these are amazing if you're a neutral runner, and especially if you strike front foot or midfoot. These are really good running shoes. So another question I had, the laces. Let me show you up close. These are rubbery elastic, so they stretch. I think it's 2.5 millimeter bungee elastic, so it's nice and stretchy. I just buy them off a roll, so per meter, per length, I buy a couple of meters. I cut them every time I get new running shoes to the correct length, and I just tie them. It's very nice for getting your foot in quickly when you've got a little stone in or something in a race. Also very nice. I put them on my off-road or trail running shoes, because sometimes for things like adventure races I need to swap shoes very quickly between running shoes and cycling shoes. And also if you're running in the heat for marathons, ultra marathons, and your feet swell up a little bit, then the laces will compensate for that. So I do it in all my shoes. I love it. It's not as rigid as normal laces where you tie it off and it's just one length and it does what it does. These ones will sort of compensate and form better to my foot, and like I said, I prefer it. Not everybody does, but I do it to all my running shoes. And I get these from, I think, a camping store in South Africa. You can also get them from like hobby stores, I think, places where you can buy material, like supplies for dressmaking and clothing making, and those sort of places. You might find it there, or like I said, I usually find it at camping stores. It's in South Africa they call it I think 2.5 millimeter bungee. It's just like an elastic sort of thing. It's got a material outside and like a rubbery inside, I think, and I just cut them, melt the ends so that they don't fray, and that's it. If you've got any more questions, or if you want to see reviews on anything else, maybe like the run cushion that I've used for running ultra marathons and 90-kilometer plus races, and also the trail running version of this that I've also got, which is the run cushion grip, just comment below and I'll make those videos for you as well. Any other questions, let me know.